What's going on, y'all? It's your boy H Dog, and I'm back with another video. And I believe it was yesterday when it was revealed about THQ Nordic's earnings call. It was like a transcript of what was going on throughout their fiscal year. And Wario64 was the first to reveal such information. It was some things that was in bullet point form. There was some new purchases. They did buy Gunfire Games, so now they own them. I thought they already did that, but I guess it was just like a publisher deal at first, just to see if Darksiders 3 would do good, which it has. There was like a couple other developers that they bought out. It's possibility of Fish Labs showing off a new IP. I'm not sure how big Fish Labs is at this point. Dambuster Studios is hard at work on Dead Island 2, a game that has been in tumultuous development hell for some time throughout this generation. And these are the same people who made Homefront Revolution. So just let that sink in. I'm not saying they're gonna do a bad job, because some of the best developers like that we know and love today, their very first game was probably shit, and people thought it was trash until they found the rhythm, found what they were good at, and the sky was the limit for them, and the rest was history. But it's a we'll see. It's like Dead Island 2. I'm more excited for Dying Light 2 than Dead Island 2, like at this point right now. And then finally, the big one. The big one that I kind of knew was gonna happen, something that they was gonna pop the lid off at some point, just didn't know when. Something that I've been keeping track of for so long, probably dating back since when I first did a video on the subject in 2018, when I talked about that, because back then I thought that's when they were gonna announce another Saints Row, either leading into E3 or leading into Gamescom. I was wrong about both. But that's the fun part about speculation, being right and wrong. I say that it was that video that I made. I did predict that I was like just going through a bunch of research, like how long has it been, what they could be working on, some tweets I kind of thought was cryptic at the time, and the fact that they were bringing old heads back. They brought back Jim Boone, they got Mike Kunis in. I keep on fucking up his name. I think it is. I'm gonna just call him Mike Kumas for now. I believe that's his name. Who originally was the founder for Volition. He left, and now he's the general manager for the company. Not for the company, but for the developer. And I figured, it just felt right at the time. You're bringing back old heads for something. You're not bringing them back for no reason. And then, like, I know the recent one I made was about when THQ Nordic announced that they were going to be at Gamescom. And I was thinking, okay, it's either going to be Volition revealing what they got so far, or Dambuster Studios. Now, it could be leaning more towards either Dambuster or 4A Games, which also was confirmed they're working on another Metro game already. I'm not sure how far in development that one is. I would highly doubt it comes out next year. Probably be like a 2021 release if I had to suspect, maybe 2022, just to be safe. But beyond that, they did pretty much confirm. They did confirm in an earnings call that Volition, is hard at work on the next iteration of Saints Row, and I felt it was. I felt like it made all the perfect sense, especially when last week, they said, hey, we got a busy week here at the studio, we can't really do anything. That made sense, because they usually have these streams that they do on Twitch of let's plays or whatnot, questions, interviews with each other. But it all made sense, and according to the report, they're deep in development. It isn't in conceptual stage. It isn't in like a like phase 1 type of thing. It's deep in development, and if it's deep in development, then it's quite possible, my friends, it's gonna be coming, I would say, next year, probably around the same time that the PS5 and the Xbox Scarlet release. Which honestly, and on top of that, someone asked them, does this mean y'all gonna be at Gamescom? Which they did reply to somebody on Twitter saying, no, we will not be at Gamescom, but we do have information to share, just not at the moment. Just one of those things. Then they kind of made a funny tweet that was kind of funny. When they pretty much said, well, THQ Nordic got the cabbage out the bag, and I had to research what the hell that was. It's a combination of a rabbit and a cat. Don't ask me how is that even possible. But yeah, they let it out the bag, and that they revealed that they were working on the next Saints Row game. Now, this it does make me question when we could get an announcement or a teaser from this, since they're not going to be at Gamescom. And let's face it, Saints Row doesn't need Gamescom. It doesn't need any big media event to announce a trailer or to announce the next game or to show off gameplay. Because it could have, we've seen it with Need for Speed Heat. Like the premiere trailer for that game, it was pretty much shown on their YouTube channel, set as a premiere. Now, if they were to do something like that, or do something like what CD Projekt Red did with Cyberpunk 2077 last year, which we should get more gameplay of it soon, probably next week or probably sooner than that, who knows. They could do something like that. That way you could save a lot of money on marketing and the like. That way you ain't got to pay all that money just to be on stage. And at this point, you would gotta ask yourself, does Violation have the funds? THQ Nordic may have probably gave them a bag, but do they have the funds to like pay for marketing for and all this in terms of like stage announcements and stuff, when they can just do it at the comfort of their development studio on Twitch or Twitter or both? Maybe Mixer, since it looks like that's the wave. But I am curious on what this next Saints Row is going to be. I'm kind of curious, what's it going to be called exactly? Is it going to be called Saints Row 5? Is it going to be called Saints Row with a subtitle? We don't know. Is it going to be a prequel, sequel? We ain't going to know until we get our hands on it, or until we hear something about it. But since how 4 left off, is just like, I'll say that 4 was the worst in the series. It wasn't a bad game, it was a mid game. Well, no, I would say GAT was trash. GAT Out of Hell was trash. Second to that would be 4. I really love 2 and 3. 2 is above 3. If the next Saints Row game, I would love it if it's like 2. And I would also be satisfied if it was 3, because that holds a special place in my heart, because it came out on my birthday that year. So hey, I wouldn't be mad. Now, it would be kind of cool if it was a mixture of the 2, where it's like a bit of Saints Row 2 and 3 stirred in a pot. I would like that, in terms of like, it could be like 2 in terms of seriousness and 3's wackiness. But yeah, it's like, it's something I can't wait to hear about. I would probably predict it's gonna be, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be revealed soon. I wouldn't say it would get revealed this week, but maybe as we inch closer and closer to Gamescom day by day, I think we could see something within the next week or two. And with that being said, what do you guys think about another Saints Row coming back into our lives? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and tap the notification bell to stay updated on gaming news like this. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.